Okay, so the builds I'm using in this video, I'm using this on Loki. Pretty much nothing crazy here, just invisible for a long time pretty much is the purpose here, and I'm Loki so I can switch teleport. My Lex is this, my Synod Simulor is this, and my Orthos Prime is this. None of those are super important, the only thing really changing anything here is Loki Prime, but I would suggest you bring a hit scan weapon for a puzzle that we will be doing. Any hit scan weapon will do, a lotto, whatever you got. Alright, hello and welcome. So, not quite sure what was up with the video yesterday. I guess YouTube doesn't like me uploading that kind of video. So we're going to redo it with a different recording, and just go through it again. Because it should be much better this time. I don't know why YouTube doesn't like that. Anyway. But yeah, if you already saw that last video, I think I'm going to unlist that. So if you've already seen it, you've seen it. Otherwise, this is a new one. And this is going to be the Moon Spy Vaults, and hopefully the memory puzzle if we get it. If not, it will be at the end here. So there are only 3, and the memory puzzle is right away. How convenient. So this is the memory puzzle. These little pads here, the override switches, will pop up in a specific order after you click this, and then you have to hit them in the exact same order. So I'm going to attempt to do this correctly, even though I am quite bad at it, after my invisibility refreshes, so that I can watch these more closely. Okay. Down. My right. Right. Up. Oh shit. Did I miss this one? Shit. There's definitely this. Okay, now there we go. And that means that up here, there's one of these. This can contain a mod. And then also, pretty sure I did this correctly. I'm terrible at these. Over here, we have a rare crate. Oh, Helios got it for me. We have a rare crate, and this can be Forma, boosters, all kinds of shit. Just credits this time, though. Alright, moving on to the Spy Vaults. Very lucky that we got that.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger
This one. So this one here, this is the easiest one to set an alarm off on, and probably the hardest one to fail if you know what you're doing. Because if you hit an alarm, it just becomes a race, and the race is not very long or difficult. So I'm going to attempt to not hit a laser, but if I do, I will race through it. So you can go down this way, down through that little door over there, but I find that to be definitely the most difficult way to do this. I come up here, jump through one of these gaps, jump on it, wait for the next gap, go around, and then you end up in this room, and you can see down there is the portal that we're looking for. Which sends us here. So this is like a big, like, avoid the lasers hallway, but like you don't like really have to do all that. You can kind of just glide around it. So like if you're bad at avoiding lasers, you can just glide around like that. Alternatively, you can jump on each platform and avoid the lasers that way. And then in this room, you have these lasers here, and there's a door. Hit the button. Those will come down. If you're a little slow on this, just roll whenever you're in the ice, and it will usually get you through, like, pretty much 100% of the time. And there we go. It's also worth noting that in this, like, our regular, like, damaged timeline, you can't hack these, so you have to be in the other timeline in order to hack these, which is worth noting. Alright, moving on to B. So this is the one that Loki can just skip. Throw a clone, switch with it, head up here. Here's the console, here's the portal. And there we go. And that's how you do this with Loki, but I'm going to show the way to do it regularly. So, regularly you would come through this portal to get to this timeline, to hack this, which opens this door, and then lets you do this part of the puzzle, or alternatively, you can come back and avoid this guy. If you're Loki, or if you're Ivara, or some other like invisible character, avoiding that guy is super, super simple. Probably what you'd want to do, but if you are the more dexterous kind, you can do this puzzle. So this is a wall latch, agility puzzle, I guess I'm going to call it. And I understand that this can be incredibly difficult for some people. But for me, it's, well, my cape is not in the way. Generally pretty easy. I would definitely suggest bringing a hit scan weapon, though, for that one. And then, as for this, it goes into there, opens up this door, and you can head to this to do the our timeline version of this shit. So this puzzle is a huge pain in the ass, because usually this door here is closed if you haven't completed the puzzle yet, and then doing this lets you get in there. Basically what you have to do is you have to hit all the wall latches, like this one, that one, all the way around, and not get hit by the lasers. So you have to shoot this to stop the lasers. If you want to do that one, go for it, but I think that's probably the hardest thing to do in here. So instead, I come over here. Visibility is also very helpful on this side. And then you just avoid the lasers and the drone. And then over on this side, keep away from the electricity on the rock. It'll knock you down. Also, the lasers will knock you down. Don't get hit by anything. Basically, is this room's like dealio. Coming up here, it makes this really easy. You kind of just go above everything. It's pretty easy to bounce around there. And, yeah. So that's this room. Definitely probably the hardest... Why did I go back to this timeline? Definitely the hardest room out of all of them, I'd say. In terms of, like, execution on what you need to do. Whoa there, enemies. Oh, hey, cool. Maybe this thing will happen. Yep. Alright. So, you guys can look into that however you want. It gives me the creeps. Theories are that this is Margulis's execution chamber, for those of you that know what that means. Alright, so now here we are in the final room. You can see the console immediately. Fortunately, there's no portals here yet. And we can go over here, see how this is. Keep that in mind. Shoot this button to get in here. Go through the portal. Hack a disc shit. So there are two ways to do, well, a couple ways. Two ways to do this first part. So over here, you can hack this and go through this door and go around this like big like area full of lasers and shit. Alternatively, you can shoot that down. Come over here, shoot this, which you can shoot these to open them back up. And then this is fallen down in this timeline. Come down into here, go through this portal, touch this button, and you come up on the other side of the lasers and stuff you'd have to do through that other way. I consider it to be a lot easier. And faster, in a lot of cases. So this room, just, I mean, there's that whenever you hit the button, but just go through this portal. And then right on through here. This thing, make sure you let this move into you on this side of the door, because otherwise you'll end up in the wrong spot. Short hop over this, and then this is another memory puzzle type dealio, or Simon Says. Okay, so I fucking hate these, so I don't do this, but this is technically the fastest way to get through here if you're good at them. So, I'm just going to show how it works. You have these 6 lights around this button, and then you just jump on the correct ones. I don't remember the rest of the pattern already. So what I do is this. You shoot that, go into this timeline, then here with the lasers, jump over this. Also, this way leads to more loot, which is worth noting. Don't bother with this void drift. I don't know what you can gain from that one, personally. But it does exist. Come on over here. This timeline. Hit this button for this explosive crate to come down and go through the portal. Then on this side, falls out, and it's next to this. Blow that shit up. It falls over, goes through this wall, lets you into here, go through this drift, and you see there's another explosive crate. But our portal is over there. We shoot it to activate it. So what we got to do is start her up. Send that through, and then... Oh, come on now. There we go. You also get this other crate here. This can be mods. And then over here, blow this up, head through here. And then before heading through this to, like, immediately get to the end, if you look at this rock here, blow that up, send that through that portal. It cracks this wall open, and then you get this loot room. So, because I uploaded that video that is not acting well on YouTube, people have told me that you can definitely get mods from these, which I was not sure of before. So you can get some mods in here, which is pretty nice. And then, of course, we're at the end. There we go. And that's the end. But yeah, these vaults are absolutely wonderful. Definitely the best 5 vaults in the game by a huge margin. And they're really fun. And just this whole tile set is just absolutely fantastic. Let's see what we get for some rewards. And what do we get? Catalyzer link. Piercing. Tower 2 capture though. Not bad. But yeah, those are the the Moon Spy Vaults. And the memory puzzle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry that it was in really weird, bad quality before. I'll try not to have that happen again. See you tomorrow.